What is up, guys? It's Dakota here and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I thought we would just kind of do a bit of a update on how the Jeep has held up after about a little over 2 years and almost 38,000 miles. Also, I apologize, it's raining, so I hope that doesn't pick up in the background. But I thought we'd kind of go over some of that stuff and just talk about how has it held up. You know, I use this thing as my daily driver, going back and forth to work every day, going on long road trips, you know, and then also using it for what it's designed to be used for, you know, driving it off-road, bumping and scraping things along the way. So how has it held up? First thing that I thought we would start off talking about is mechanical issues. Have I had any, you know, is there anything that's been going on with like the engine, transmission, anything like that, the steering? And I'm happy to report that so far, nothing has happened. I've had zero mechanical issues. And technically, since I bought this thing back in October of 2018, I have not had to even pay for an oil change yet. So, so far, mechanically, it's been fantastic. Now, let's talk about some of the stuff that is not mechanical, just kind of like wear and tear type of things. And now, I'm not going to be bringing up things that I did to the Jeep, you know, like for instance my rear bumper. I'll show you guys a clip of that. That's something I did because I just slammed it on a rock. So I'm mainly going to be talking about things that, you know, I've noticed that are no longer how they used to be when the Jeep was new. So the first thing that I thought we'd talk about is something that's kind of happened for almost really since a couple months after I got the Jeep, and I honestly just never took it in to get it fixed. I'm sure I could have. But the driver's side speaker has this weird rattle to it, as if there's like maybe like something like a screw loose or like a cord vibrating up against the plastic. And it only happens with certain sounds and like certain videos or songs. And I did finally find a video that I could use that wasn't a song, to, you know, because I don't want to get copyrighted. So I'll show you guys that here.
And personal hope and expectations.
So I'm not really sure why it does that, and it's not like it only happens at a certain volume. It just kind of depends. Sometimes it happens when it's at a higher volume, sometimes it happens when it's at a lower volume. Not really sure, but that is something that is currently wrong with it. And then the next thing is my clutch pedal. And this has happened since, if you go back and check my video at like 18,000 miles, my clutch pedal is squeaking. I'm not really sure why. I guess the spring just gets dried out or something. And it started to squeak, I mean, right around 18,000 miles, and it still does it. Just, it's not super loud, but it mostly happens when you're going kind of slower. And I've sprayed some lube up there and it works for about a couple of weeks, and then eventually it stops. And again, that's something small. I could fix it if I just went and bought a, you know, probably a new spring for the clutch. And then obviously if you don't plan on buying a manual, then you won't have that issue at all. All right, and then the next thing is the top. So I noticed it was kind of honestly right after I installed the headliner for the Jeep. After I installed that, I noticed that right about up here where the latch connects, it has this weird squeak, but it doesn't happen all the time, and I can't always replicate it. So I'm not really sure what it is, and it's not loud. It's just something that I've noticed more of since I have put the headliner on. You know, but I've removed the top plenty of times before that and never got anything, so I'm not really sure what it is. But I do have a minor squeak that as soon as you turn the radio on, or as soon as you're driving on the highway, you can't hear it at all. Wow, it is really coming down out here. Like it's raining a lot harder than I thought. All right, and then the last thing that I want to talk about is the seats. So on my passenger seat, the clip that kind of allows you to fold the seat forward and slide it forward to allow people to get in and out of the back, the latch itself is actually starting to come loose, and it has been for a while, and actually coming like de-stitched from the seat back, which is kind of odd because it's not something I use all the time. You know, it's not like I use it every single day. You know, I maybe put someone back there, you know, like my sister back there a couple times a month maybe, if that. So I don't use it that often, but it seems to have some premature wear on it. And then on my seat back, the driver's side seat, the latch is fine, but where the cloth meets kind of the plastic black like molly section of the seat is starting to detach as well, which is kind of an odd spot for it to be detaching, because like that's not, you don't grab there or anything like that, so it's kind of odd. But those are the two I'd say biggest wear things where they're really showing signs of wear. Everything else on the interior totally fine, looks in most cases still brand new. Just those two things are the only spot that is really showing some signs of wear. And now obviously if I had still had if I had taken it in before my bumper-to-bumper warranty expired, that's something that I probably could have gotten fixed. I just didn't because, I don't know, I'm lazy, I guess. But yeah, guys, so overall, that's really, for, you know, using this thing every single day and bashing it off-road, it's really not that bad. And like I said, it's just mainly those two things are the biggest issues, if you want to call them that, issues with the Jeep. So it's really nothing crazy. And so yeah, like I said, guys, nothing crazy in this video. Just thought I'd give you guys an update on how the Jeep is holding up. That way, if you plan on buying one, you can kind of know maybe what to expect. And anyways, guys, if you have a question, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. And if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.